Hello everybody and welcome to my MGS channel. What it is I like making meals that you can literally come home right after work and be able to cook a really quick meal. So this is about a $30 meal, okay, but it can last a long time if you eat portions out. Now, of course, you know, here's salted butter, and this stuff's good. I mean, it's healthy for if you want to put it on your bread and stuff like that, but it's not a cooking butter, okay? Not all butter is a cooking butter, okay? So, can't believe it's not butter. Great for cooking. And it gives good flavor. It's not that healthy. They say it is. I don't really know. But I can tell you one thing. This is awesome for cooking. So, we got extra wide egg noodle. We have some goat cheese right there. Yes, yes, yes. And we have, I picked up bacon. You can use any bacon you want, but I like the basically Oscar Mayer's original bacon, natural hardwood smoked, okay? And then we have a head of cabbage. This is our cabbage. And this is our onion to add in. So, right now, I don't need to deal with this at all. That'll be cooked last. I have my pan right here. And what I have is well, I was going to say I have it getting warm, but I literally don't even have it on. Oh, okay. But anyways, first wash your hands and then start cooking. You know, because even if you're out, I'm going to go wash my hands right now. We'll run over here. We'll dry them off. And okay, I'm back here. And we're going to turn it on. We'll move the tea kettle. And I'm going to turn this on to medium heat. And this is new from the store. And what I'm doing, you know what? I don't have a spoon. I don't have a knife. I don't have a fork. You know what? I'm going to use a fork. And just take a thing up, and here's what it is. Okay? And what it's going to happen is the butter is what's going to saute everything. So, there we go there. And there that is. You know what? I'm wrong. I'm literally wrong. Let me redo this. Let me get a plate. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing about butter. You actually don't even need that much, but I am actually going to use it. So I got a little bit of butter here on that, you know, that was on here. We're going to cook. We're going to cook the bacon first. Okay? And here's the thing. This is the reality channel, and this is how anybody cooks. Nobody, you know, if you come home from work, you're not separating stuff like other videos do. They're lying to you on them videos. That's not how the average person starts to cook. No, not at all. Not at all. This is how a person cooks. You're unprepared, you're hungry, and you're ready to eat something. I got my one piece of bacon. And actually it makes its own grease. So, you know, you can use just this grease if you wanted to. But I'm not going to use that much butter like I said though. I mean, you know, here's the thing. I literally forgot that the bacon makes its own grease. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook about there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them. Okay, we're going to cook 6, and I like my bacon cooked good. Yeah, I like my bacon cooked good. Okay, so actually I'm going to get this and put most of this butter back in here. Probably use just a little bit though. I do like the butter flavor. and not just the grease from the bacon, you know. So we're going to put this butter in the refrigerator, and basically we're going to cook that. But as we're waiting, I'm going to move this plate over here. I'm going to get another plate. And what I'm going to do is I got my plate there, and I'm going to get a bowl. I got my bowl right here. And I'm just very cautious because you never know if a little bug got in it. So I like to just rinse it out like so. And I got my bacon here. And I don't like bacon sitting out. Usually I put a freezer bag over it, but I'll do that later. Right now. And we're just going to put that in the refrigerator. So basically I have my cabbage here, and this is green cabbage, so there you go. I usually, I mean, you could wash it off and eat the leaves on the outside. I don't like the taste of them. To me, that's the guard of the when it was in the store, you know. I mean, it's like the protection. People are touching that stuff. So I went ahead and, okay, we're back. We didn't really go anywhere. But anyways, I got my cabbage here, and I'm going to basically cut it like that and cut it, you know. There we go. I'm going to put that, actually I'll put it on the plate. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is cut my cabbage into pieces, because you don't need big chunks. You're just, it's cabbage. But here's the thing, cabbage is actually absolutely good for you. You know, so even if, you know, to me, if you don't really like eating cabbage, definitely try the, I got a little knife here. I got to get a bigger knife. We'll go with, yeah, we'll go with this one. Always be careful though. Make sure your fingers are not going to be cut. So this is not for children. You know, you want your parents around, and you know, to me, I don't even like this knife. So I'm actually going to put it on the side. We'll go back to my little one. I feel a lot safer with it. And see, I don't really care for the outside. I mean, I don't need that. So but basically I cut it up, put it in my bowl here, and then you know, I used to work in a restaurant actually. I should know how to cut. I used to prepare all the stuff, you know. So basically you cut it like that. You're supposed to bring it here, and then you do it like this. You know. You know, cabbage smells good though. I love cabbage. I do. Cabbage is so good for you. I mean, literally, you can. I'm putting this whole head in there though. I mean, cabbage is just delicious. See, I don't care for that. I mean, you could eat it, but it's just not my situation. And, I mean, you could eat this part right here, but I don't like hard stuff. Just don't. I mean, the way things are going though, everything being high, I would say kind of use as, you know, much as possible. Cabbage is just delicious. So good. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, if you know, you could have your, you know, kids eat it or whatever. Or dip it in ranch. You could always do that also. Dip it in some ranch. And like I say in all my videos, you know, don't worry about making a mess. That's the fun. You know? If you're so... Oh yeah, there we are. Oh yeah. Because the bacon is what gives it the flavor. You know, you need... Like, I'm not really a fan of bacon, but, you know, I do like flavor in my stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, I mean, I don't mind big chunks being in my stuff, so there you go. And like I said, look, I'm already making a mess. It's alright though. It's the fun of it. If you can't have fun cooking, where can you have fun? But there that is, there's no need to wash it off. You know, I took off the outside, everything like that. What I do is just add a little bit of salt, not sugar, don't add no sugar, but salt. There you go, stir it up. Add some more salt. There's no need to pinch, you know what I mean? Have fun with it. Pepper, look at this. I'm going to take it off. I love pepper. And sprinkle it in and sprinkle it in. I love pepper. I love flavor. I'm not going to tell you to get a pinch of it. You know, it's your flavor. What do you want? I'm going to mix it up here. That's what I'm going to do. Now we got that done. Look at that. I'm dropping stuff on the floor. That's the fun of it. It's okay. It's okay to make a mess. I mean, you just got to clean it up after. Now we have that. Cross-contamination, you don't want to do that, so wash your knife off. Or get another one. We'll cut the head off here. Throw that over there. I'm going to cut the bottom off. Throw that over there. And here's a good way to peel it. You cut the two ends off. Slice it like that. Then you just peel it. You just peel it off. Look at that. Oh, oh. Peel, peel, peel. Okay, there it is. Peel, 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 peel. Okay, okay, we're having fun here. We're having fun. We're cooking. We're making a meal I never made before. I'm going to get the onion here. I'm going to cut them in strips. Oh yeah, we're going to be eating good. Good. Good, yeah, I love cooking. Oh my gosh. There's nothing like cooking. I'll tell you, it's relaxing, it's calm. Oh man, you know, I need to get my own restaurant going one day. I mean, so if you're watching this video and you want to get a restaurant going, I'm in. I'm game. Hook me up. Leave me a message. I will invest also. I would love to have a restaurant. I go to other stores and I see other people cooking and I say, they don't know how to put the flavor. You gotta have flavor. You gotta have fun. You know, what restaurant can you go to and just have fun as a cook? And, you know, they want it cleaned up fast and no, that's the fun of it. Cooking nice, cooking good, have fun. See, I got close to my hand, but this ain't a sharp knife. So why use a sharp knife if you don't need to? Woo! The onion is a potent. It is. It is. Woo! It's in my eyes. But anyways, that's done. That's done. Woo! 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 Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get another plate and I'm gonna put it over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm dirtying it up. I'm dirtying it. Like I got a plate here. Gotta cover up the onion. Woo! Getting in my eyes. Getting in my eyes. We're cooking. We're cooking. Getting in my eyes. Got my fork right here. I'm going to turn the bacon. Oh, bacon's looking good though. I mean, bacon smells so good. But do I like to eat it? Not that much. Because it's greasy. But when you're making this meal right here, and of course the name is while you're watching the video. But, you know, I mean, you know what? When you cook, you can call it what you want, you know? You can say, I'm going to go to MGS channel and make that really good meal that I can do once I get home from work. Could say that. But I like bacon. I like to make sure it's cooked the right way. You know what? I forgot about bacon and how it strikes. So, now that there's more room on the pan, I'm actually going to do 2 more pieces of bacon. You know, I got to. One, well, only one. Well, I can, you know what? I can squeeze 1 more in there. Yeah, I like the flavor. I like the flavor. Oh, yeah. And the cool thing about, I love bacon. But, you know what? I should not have licked my fingers because I just touched raw meat. Let me wash my hands here. Wash my hands. Cross-contamination. They don't want that. But anyways, that's about it. You're just letting it cook now. The bacon has to cook. It has to get crunchy. And the bacon, there's just a bunch of grease in here. Okay, so I just do not want that much grease from the bacon in my meal. So I did, you know, like I'm not going to wipe this out because the flavor is still in the pan. But I just, you know, I just want to get some of that grease off. Grease from bacon makes me kind of sick. But I am going to cut it up though. Okay. You know, it's basically as big as the chunks that you want. So, I'll make sure it's done. Yeah. Okay. Not too greasy. But I'm just kind of hot. So I'm going to hold it with my paper towel. But I'm just cutting it up. Because it's just pieces. It's really just to give it flavor in the meal. You know, everybody gets a nice bite of the bacon. You know, a piece of bacon here, and a piece of bacon there, and a piece of bacon there, and a piece of bacon there. Okay, so basically I cut it up. Or you can have fun and just rip it apart with your fingers. It's basically however you want to do with it. Like I said, you don't have to cook exactly like the TV host, me. You don't have to cook like me. You can literally take your time and cut it up with a knife. But hey, get your fingers in there. Then you get to take tests. Huh? Well, that's all the bacon I'm doing. You know, you could do more bacon, less bacon. I mean, if you're a person who loves bacon, then do more. You know, have a lot of that bacon flavor. But I just don't want it. So there we go there. Wipe it off. And that's going in the pot. Basically, it all goes in with the cabbage and onion that I have. So, technically, I have my water on for the noodles. I'm going to turn it up. And, you know, I like my noodles soft. So, I do about 10 to 11 minutes. But here's what I got. And basically, I'm just going to... oh, wait a minute. Like I told you, I love butter. I love a butter flavor. Even though there is the bacon grease down there, because I didn't wipe it out, I am going to add, not a lot of butter, just enough to get my flavor, get the flavor that I like. So I am going to go back in here and get my butter, but I'm not going to do as much as I did. About a spoonful, you know, about that. I mean, it's based on what you want. I love butter, so, you know, I love a butter flavor. And now I have my onion that I'm putting in here, the cabbage, the onion, the cabbage, the onion, you know. And I can have the rest for later if I want to make another meal. But, of course, you got to say, of course, it's going to cook down, you know, so... I would say I'll probably use all this. I'm going to let it cook down. I do have a little left over, and because I'm going to let that cook. I'll use this other eye, why not? And just on medium. But there that is. And then I'm going to use I'm going to add my bacon. So it's a very, like I said, it's a very quick meal because technically you could already had all this stuff at your house, you know, like bought it the day before, and now basically as I'm doing, I'm just mixing up the stuff. I mean, I wash my hands, everything's good. But you could have actually cut up everything the day before, so when you get home, all you're really doing is throwing everything, and you could even had the bacon cooked the day before also. So, yeah. You know what, I just wiped my nose. You always got to wash your hands after that. Okay, I wash my hands again. You know, I just, you know, because you never know if somebody's going to come over, or your family, or your friends. You know, you don't want bacteria back in this stuff. So, like I said, I touched the bacon. You know, you don't want to cross-contaminate. That's basically it. So, like I said, I got this going. Yeah, we got that going. It's on low. Put it on medium, I would say. We got this going. Add a little salt to the water. Basically, the reason for the salt is just so it doesn't stick together, the vine. You know. And I'll probably do half of this bag, I would say. Maybe a little bit more than a half a bag. I got a lot of stuff in there. You know what? I do need a spoon. Okay. Just like that, you could actually even use a spatula or something like that, but I got a spoon. It's really just for, yeah, I mean, it's just for, and the smell already is so delicious. It's so delicious. It's hard not that I really like bacon, but when you come home from work, you're hungry. And really what you're going to do is you're just going to let this simmer for a good, well, depends on how high you have it. So I got it on medium, and I'm just going to let this sizzle. And you'll hear it, it's sizzling, sizzling, and you're stirring it, you're keeping it going. Like I said, I got my water here. But I'll tell you, it's a very quick meal. You know, I don't want to do a bunch of cooking. You know, you can make a big batch of this actually and have it for days. You know, 2 or 3 days, 4 days, you know. And it's just, like I said, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of money. I said this in one of my videos, it doesn't take a lot of money to survive, it doesn't. You know, how do you want to eat though? This is, you got some bacon, you got some little bit of grease, a little fat, some calories, but then you have cabbage. Cabbage is fantastic for your body. It's good, it's a cleanser. And then you have your onion that's going to do, you know, a little bit better. You could even add a little garlic in here if you wanted to, but I really don't want that flavor. I just want the onion, I just want the cabbage. Just take, as you're probably hearing it right now. I mean, it's sizzling, and the flavor, oh my gosh, like, you know, you have to keep it stirring though. You don't want it to burn. That's what you don't want to do. And that's why I said, like, the butter, this butter that I have, you know, I can't believe it's not butter. I love this butter because it doesn't burn. And I'm putting like 2 to 3 spoonfuls of butter in it. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. You know, it's going to cook into it. It's going to give it the flavor. You know, oh, like I said, it's just divine. It's good. Like I said, I mean, you can do big onions, or you can, you know, you can keep them big, but I love every bite to have flavor in it, you know. And yeah, this is the first time I'm making this. I've tasted a lot of people who's actually made it, and they made it delicious. You know, they had big chunks of cabbage and big chunks of onion, but to me it was like, I want more. You know, I want not just noodles, but I want more cabbage and more onion flavor, and I want them bites of meat. I want some meat. So like I said, I mean, do you want a little bit of the bacon grease in it? Heck yeah, for flavor. But I just don't want a lot of that grease. I'd rather have my butter as the butter flavor. And really, like I said, you just have this on medium and you're just letting it cook. You're just letting it cook and just letting it cook. I'm going to show you. Let me show you what this looks like. Let me go ahead to the camera here. See that? See that, everybody? Oh, it's good. The smell is awesome. But yeah, so all you're doing is stirring, stirring, stirring. You're just cooking it down. You're cooking, you're bringing that flavor out of the cabbage. You're bringing the flavor out of the onion. And like I said, you don't want it to burn. You don't want it to burn. Do not leave the cooking area. You know, don't leave. You know, you're stirring, you're stirring, you're stirring. So basically you're going to stir that, you're going to stay, you're going to let it cook, you're letting it, you can smell the flavor coming from it, it's doing good. Like I said, you can add a little bit more salt, you don't, but I already added salt. So until I take a tester, like it's cooking, oh man. So we're going to take a little taste right now. I mean, it's cooking, I want all the flavor, got it right here. So, what I want flavor is just awesome. But as I tasted it, I could already see I wanted to add a little bit more salt. And like I said, don't worry about measuring it. It's what you want. How salty of a meal do you want? You know, a little sprinkle, a little bit more. Because here's the thing, after the meal's done, you could literally add some more salt or pepper if you want it later on. Okay, now that it's like starting to really do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on low now, because I just want it to simmer. I just want it to get that heat in there, and now I'm just going to let this simmer. And now we have this boiling. So I'm going to open my bag of noodles up. I should have got a clean knife, but it's okay. It's okay. It's only... So I'm going to add about, like I said, half of the bag. A little more, I guess. I add a little more. And the cool thing about this is you can, well, I'm going to take this stuff off of here. I mean, just delicious. But I'm going to do that. And I'm using, the reason I'm cleaning this up is I'm going to use it to stir. Because you want it to about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, so if you're not good with knowing when 10 minutes is up, everyone, you have your phone. Basically go to your clock or your timer, whatever it is on your phone. Start it. So there you go. And 10 minutes, we'll be good. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It sounds cool, 10 minutes, but it could do 11 minutes, could be 12 minutes. It's basically, what is the noodles that you want? How do you want them real soft? Do you want them soggy? Do you want them a little crispier? Like I said at the beginning, I like mine soft. So Well, like I said, you can also get another knife or whatever you want. You know, I could actually stir it with my fork and then actually use this to stir my noodles. And you can't just use like spaghetti noodles, okay? They have the small ones, they have the thin ones, but egg noodles, okay? Egg noodles, everybody, egg noodles, okay? They give flavor. You know, I love meals with flavor. That's why I cooked in restaurants. I mean, I was a dishwasher, cook, you know, a prepper. I did it all. Well, I didn't waitress. I didn't do that. I didn't want to. I mean, I could have. I kind of did, I guess. I did have to serve people. I guess you could say he's a waiter. She's a waiter. You know what I mean? Or, you know. But anyways. But I just, like I said, as you can see, I'm not using my fork. And you know, another thing, when you're cooking for like a bunch of people, you're going to want to have different silverware. You know, one for stirring, you know what I mean? Then you have one that you use the taster and then you toss it and let it get washed. You know. This has cooked. I kept stirring it and I put a lid over it because a lid will help it get like soft, and you want to keep that flavor in there and just the moisture from the butter. So let me put that back over. This has been on for a good 10 minutes, both. So if you want to keep your bacon fresh, make sure to keep it in the package that you bought it in, but also in a Ziploc bag, and then put back in the refrigerator. And that will help keep your bacon fresher. Now, I have leftover cabbage, and of course, I don't want to throw it away, because you could actually, like I said, you could eat it, add it to some eggs or whatever you like, but that's going to be for another day. So, I don't want to waste it. There's one thing, food's expensive. Another thing, why not just have some food? So I'm putting it in a bag. Okay. Like so. And this will keep for about a day or two. I mean, eat it up, you know. But I just put that in there like that, and I'm putting this in the refrigerator. Okay. So, like I said, this has been cooking for about 11-12 minutes. I just don't like the starch. But here's the thing. I want to make sure everybody knows what you do. And what I did is I took it off the heat, but I'm going to put it back on. Turn it off. Get your fork and try. Because you can taste. See how it's very, yeah, it's flimsy. So what I'm doing though is, whoa, it's hot. But it's flimsy. Yeah. Because you can taste. You don't want it too soft. And make sure you dump the water off of it. And then run it under cold water. And all I'm doing right now is I'm getting the excess starch off of it. So that's what I do to drain it. There that is. And now I'm going to put it back over here. I'm going to turn this eye off. This one I'm going to turn on low. And basically I'm just going to add the noodles to it. So now I'm just adding my noodles. Want to get all the noodles out of there. And you're just going to let this simmer. You don't want it high. Basically, you want it on low, because basically the cabbage and your onion and your bacon is really hot. So now I'm just adding I'm adding the noodles. And if you want to, if it's kind of dry, add a little bit more butter if you like, because now the noodles are going to start sucking up a lot of the flavor. So yeah, like mine is a little dry. It's a little dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get I got my butter, and like I said, I got my fork here. I don't have that much. It's just, doesn't need to be a lot. Like I said, it's just really what you want as buttery. I love a buttery taste. So now that I put that back in there, I'm just going to stir this up. It's hot, the butter's melting. Can't believe it's not butter. But anyways, I'm going to stir it. I want to get all those noodles just mixed in there. I want all that flavor in there. Oh yeah, it's looking delicious. And what you're going to do is just cover it up. It's on low, and you're going to let this cook for about, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. So now I can stop my timer, reset it, start it again, just to and really what I'm doing is I'm just letting the flavor get into the noodles. Oh yeah, I mean, I want the flavor in the noodles. I mean, if you're really hungry, you could literally eat it right now as is. I mean, let's look at it right now. Oh yeah, so delicious. So delicious. I want to take a picture of this. It's so beautiful. Like I said, I got my timer going, and this is delicious. You know what? Forget about picture. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it right here. I'm going to get right here. So here we go. Here we go. That's what you're looking at, everybody. A beautiful, great, delicious dinner. From a real cook. Delicious. But basically, like I said, that's it. Just letting that cook. And you always got to taste it. So here's the taste test. See if I did right. Okay, okay. But just like that, it needs a little bit more butter. I love flavor of butter, but it's just everything is sucking it up. So I'm adding a little bit more butter. I guess you could say that's making it unhealthy. Well, I'm eating. This is my meal. If you want to have olive oil or whatever, I guess you could do that, but I wouldn't. I love flavor. So, but like I said, add the butter, keep it on, and just let it simmer, Let it simmer for, like I said, about 3 or 4 minutes. And then after that, after you're done, take it off. That'll be it. But I want to thank you for coming to my MGS channel, where I show you how to cook, I show you how to make a mess, I show you how to have fun and not have to spend a bunch of money. But this right here is for a single person. I could eat this for at least 2 to 3 days. A big family, you could have made a lot more. Put it away, eat it once, twice a day, or however you want to cook it. But like I said, stir it like that if you want to. Have fun. it's already done. I'm turning it off and I'm gonna let it just sit and relax. And I say everything's actually better the next day. So anyways, thanks for coming. Like I said, my videos are real. I got a lot of them out there. I got a lot of ways to save money. I got a lot of ways of making money. You know, a lot of people are still scared about the stock market, and the stock market is actually doing okay. You know, if you would have, you know, anyways, it takes a lot of learning, but this is about cooking. And I just want to say thanks for coming, and I hope you learned on how to make a really good meal and enjoy life. You know, to have more money in your pocket, but to be able to eat right. And you know what? I forgot one thing. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Wait a minute. We forgot the goat cheese. Wait a minute. Let me get another knife. Wait a minute here. So hold on, everybody. Stay tuned, stay tuned. So I'm going to add the goat cheese. A little cream in here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so okay, this is the first time I've ever added goat cheese. But you don't have to have goat cheese. Like I said, it is delicious just the way it was. But, so I got to turn this back on. We're going to turn this back on. And we're going to, I don't want to do a lot. I've never tasted goat cheese before. Wow, that is delicious. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. Wow. I could literally just eat this. I gotta wash my hands. I'm making a mess. Okay, so you have the goat cheese. And this is just like a little bit more flavor too, a little bit of cream with it. Oh, I'm making a mess now, I'm so hungry. But the goat cheese is just like a little flavor. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that's amazing. Let me, I gotta taste this here. Let me see something. But ladies, you know that sometimes you just have to use the same fork sometimes. You know, I am the cook, I am the taster. Oh, wow. It has such a potent flavor. I would say definitely don't use a lot, but it does give a really unique taste to it. Wow. That's just, wow. Wow. Wow, wait a minute here. I gotta try this again. I gotta make sure I was right. Let me see here. I gotta make sure I'm telling you right. Wow. That's a unique taste though. We need a little more. Yeah. We definitely need a little more. We need that goat cheese everywhere. Wow. Okay. I don't want to get it too hot. I put it up way too high. We're going to let it go down. I literally made a mess on the stove. But I'll eat it off. But I gotta say, if you've never tasted goat cheese, go ahead and add it. This is one of the best flavors I've ever tasted. Like, it's amazing. Wow. It is such a unique, wow, it's such a unique flavor. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, I've never tasted this before. Wow. it's just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely tasty. It's amazing. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming. Take it off the stove. I'm going to let this sit. And there you have dinner. And that's it. So anyways, thanks for coming everybody. Happy I remembered to add the goat cheese. And have a blessed day. And always look out for my new videos so you can learn something. Thank you.